Hey, I'm Todd. Thanks for choosing to watch my video, and if you would subscribe it, like it, all that stuff, that'd be great. Otherwise, enjoy the video, and I hope it gives you the information you need and is helpful to you. Take care. So we're looking at a 2012 Toyota Corolla. Do the front brake pad replacement. Replace the rotors. Get a couple pins in here to access the brake fluid, it looks like. Come on, there we go. Just a rubber cap pulls on and off. You may want to use a turkey baster or something, suck a little bit out, because we'll be collapsing the pistons. Fluid will come up into the master cylinder so it doesn't spill out. There's a minimum and maximum on the side here. With a little light you can see it. So we'll probably take a little bit out and then keep an eye on it as we collapse pistons. But there you are. Add and subtract .3 brake fluid as necessary for the job. So we got 5 21mm lug nuts, left to loosen, right to tighten. You did have a hubcap, just pull it off with your hands. Just a friction fit along here. Of course, you want to just break these loose a turn or two while the vehicle's on the ground, then jack it up. Use safety stands, protect yourself, take the lug nuts off the rest of the way. Maybe turn the steering wheel to the left or right to help you work on the caliper. We're going to get in here between the caliper and the rotor, and maybe the brake pad, and collapse this a little bit. There we are. It's collapsed pretty much, and then we can check the slides. Make sure the caliper slides, which it does, really nice. That's what we want. Take out probably the 14mm bolts here. Take the caliper off. If you want to need to be super cheap with your brakes, you can take this off here, rotate it up, take the brake pads out, put the new ones in, drop it down, put the bolt in, bang, you'd be done. But we're going to do new rotor, new pads. I use basic tools, ratchet, sockets, maybe a wrench or two. Get a wrench on here. $17mm. See how it flops up real nice? When we're sticking our screwdriver or pry bar in here, we're probably grabbing right here, little edge of the rotor, to collapse it in the hole of the caliper. And once it's collapsed a little bit, we can maybe make some space here and continue to collapse here. That's what we were doing. Pretty worn out, very thin. Probably 17 millimeter for the caliper mounting bracket. Yep. I will tell you, bolt sizes really don't matter that much because they will change from year to year, and if someone puts on a, well, the mounting brackets in the back might not change, but if you get a remanufactured caliper, some of these bolts could actually change. The bleeder screw size might change, the banjo bolt for the hose might change, so just the basic idea is more important than the bolt sizes.
That way, if I need the shaft easy. So to be fair, I did need those spacers, and I don't know if those really extended or not to make this fit, but because without it,
You can clean this stuff up here with a rag and some brake clean or soap and water and a rag, or replace them if you get these with your new brake pads. Check these and put some new lubricant on them.
my question is, do you think when the ground turns? Yeah.
Rubber piece, driver's side rubber pieces on the bottom. Fast hands. All right, then the rotor theoretically would slide off, but rust does build up here. So they actually made a couple holes here. This is an 8 by 1.25 bolt. You can screw the bolt in this hole and then one over here, and it'll of course force the rotor off. Or you can tap it on the back side with a hammer a few times and get it to come off. Get it machined or replaced is the best practice. Boom, halfway done. Removal process, check. Got these little clips we can take off. Alright, so we've already installed the caliper back on. We did clean these up, a little rag and brake clean, so we're good. Oh, and actually I do see, look at this is backwards. I'm going to have to switch this out with another one because this piece should be in the back. Easy. We'll tighten those up and pump the brakes a few times to set the caliper, and we'll top off the brake fluid as needed or take some out. So it's between the minimum and maximum mark. So I'll get your torque specs here in a second. So it looks like 79 foot-pounds for the back. Caliper mounting bolts. Looks like 25 for these bolts. And lug nuts are 76 foot-pounds. So that's what I got for you. We'll put the tire back on. Tighten the lug nuts in a crisscross pattern. And tighten it up. And we'll just get back to the master cylinder. So if you can see it on the side there, we got a minimum maximum. Right now it's right at the maximum. But you can use a turkey baster or a clean rag or something and take it out of the top as needed. We did suck some out as we were collapsing the pistons. That's what I forgot to show you, darn it. Collapsing pistons. You can use a channel locks to collapse the pistons. Or as I did show you, yes actually, the screwdriver in the caliper hole there, collapse it. But you can use this or use a large C-clamps and collapse the piston until it bottoms out. And you do want to use a brake pad. Use one of the old brake pads when you're collapsing the piston. Put that on the caliper piston itself and push on this. Don't push on the bottom of the piston. Just a good practice. So pump the brake pedal a few times. Double check your fluid and then you can top it off or take out as needed. Put the cap back on. You are ready to go. That would complete your front brake job on your 2011 and other model years Toyota Corolla. Very basic.